Alright, you got yourself a German Shepherd, right? You got yourself a puppy, or you got yourself an older German Shepherd. You will find that these dogs are some of the pickiest eaters on the planet. So, if you follow the page, you know earlier last year, it's already 2025, June of 2024, we had a litter of German Shepherd puppies from Memphis and Cairo. And these pups were eating their kibble perfectly fine. We had them on, what do we have them on? We had them on Diamond Puppy first. That was upsetting half the litter stomach, so we did a video how to correct that. Rice, chicken, boom, right? But the two that we kept could not eat that puppy food for whatever reason. So we tried Blue Buffalo. We tried, what is that? I can't remember the other kind, but it was a salmon-based kibble. Completely upset their stomach. So this time, we settled on, and they've been on this since they were about 4 months. They eat kibble and raw. This is Purina Complete. Ever since they started this, stools perfectly fine, right? But we also feed them raw because they can get picky sometimes. While they were eating this perfectly fine, it was days where they would pick over it or they wouldn't eat it at all. For growing puppies, that's not a good idea. So we found some healthy toppers. Most of you know we feed raw chicken here. Raw beef is out. Raw beef is way too expensive for me, I'm not gonna lie. With the 4 dogs, I try to keep them on similar diets. And chicken is what everybody could tolerate. No allergic reactions, and they enjoy it. The bones are good for their teeth. A win is a win. But I found, guess what? Now they're getting tired of the chicken too. So I figured out a way, and I just want to pass this along. I figured out a way to put chicken, the raw chicken, with their kibble. And they absolutely love it. So I just kind of mix things up. For the bigger dogs, they even have these options. It's just like, I don't even know what this is. Let's look at the ingredients. Trying to get it to focus. I'll read it. It's beef and rosemary extract, right? Whatever that is, grind it up. The bigger dogs will tolerate this being sprinkled on their food, and it's kind of like a consistency of like seasoning salt. This is their Lawry's. I don't feed this to the puppies, but I do give this to the big dogs. This is an option. You got the ground chicken as an option. And of course, you can get your favorite canned dog food. This says made with real chicken. You know how that go. This can is so old. This was one of the Memphis can. But this was giving him runny stools, but not the puppy. So we buy these, and a pack of these are like 13 bucks. And you get 6. This is $4.99. Much more healthy, and all of the dogs can eat it. So you can get one of these for $4.99, or you can get 6 of these for $13.99. I prefer the raw chicken. Nothing wrong with canned dog food. It's convenient. Some people don't want the mess of sprinkling this around their food and mixing it in, but it works for me. Also, got more chicken in there. This is the dog's little mini fridge in their space. Excellent, especially for German Shepherds, for the puppies, for the cartilage for their ears. Greek yogurt. I know that says whole milk. I sent them to the store for the non-fat. Didn't work out. And then we give them the leg quarters. So if you have a picky pup, you can try some of those natural kibble additives, right? You know, as always, we got the giant pumpkin powder. We got this when we had the litter here. Pumpkin is something good to add to your dog's food too, to help them with upset stomachs. And I'll show you the consistency of this too. It's like a powder. This one's a powder. And it's a last year. You can put this in the water or you can mix it in the kibble. I do both. You can actually make little ice cubes with it too. Mix it with some water, freeze them, and it's a good treat in the summertime. Perfect for their stomach. So that's the pumpkin powder, but you can get the pumpkin puree from any grocery store too. So I'm going to pause the video and mix this up. Go grab the dogs and I'll let you see them eat it. I forgot to mention before I pause the recording, we also use the Dime. This is mostly for Memphis and Blitz. Those are the males. Cairo is like the simplest eater you can ask for. She gonna eat her food and that's that. Like, she don't eat a lot. Honestly, the puppies eat more than Cairo does. She's 60 pounds. She's on the smaller side. Memphis is around 85 pounds. I haven't weighed him. But when he gets picky and don't want to eat too, we mix that with his water. Or we just drizzle it on top of the kibble. It's like a syrup. You can't hear it, but we get the big gallon because him and Blitz really like that. So you dribble that on. And that's another little treat for them on top of the kibble to get them to eat. Here's the final product. I actually added an egg, so that's another thing you can add. I'm on my video. So you can add eggs, you can add chicken gizzards, you can add chicken livers. All of these are good proteins and pieces of protein to add in. So let me go grab the dogs and I'll show you them eat the food. There's Mr. Blitz eating his. Let's get Cairo hers. Good girl, Echo. There's yours. And last but not least, there you go, Magoo. There's Mr. Memphis. My dogs will mostly eat inside of their crates. These crates are actually the same size. This was Blitz and Echo's, and you can see that she has outgrown her crate. He pretty much has his. Cairo and Memphis are barely in theirs. They just eat and sleep in there when they feel like it. But the kennels that they stay in are outside. So yes, these are a bit smaller, but it's just to feed them because we have workers in the garage right now putting the finishing touches on the kennels and the other workspaces out there. So can't eat out there tonight, so we had to bust these out for them to eat in here. You can see them all going in town. This keeps them healthy. You can see nice healthy coats. I will show you their teeth, but they're eating. I ain't that crazy. Anyway, I'm not gonna hold y'all much longer. You can see the pups and the dogs like it. If you like the content, like and subscribe.